Hey everybody, Atomic Crafter here. Welcome back. So, in the last episode, I pulled the walls down, and I think they look great. That's awesome. I've been dealing with mobs coming out of the caves, so that is something I'm going to have to take care of. But what I've done since is this. I've built the bottom layer of the passive mob farm. Goes down to the portals down there. And I made one mistake. I built all the walls in one too close. So I had basically this guy right here was in this place, and then I went out from there. However, it should be 3 across here. So I've already pulled this line out. I need to pull this line out, and that line out. And then the water sources will hit that portal just perfect. Now, this design was designed by Nimbom MC, and I will put a link to his tutorial in the description. And his video doesn't explain 100% of everything, but it's kind of easy enough to figure out. That's one of the things I didn't catch, was the fact that it was 3 wide right here. So basically where the ice is right there, there should be 3 pieces of ice across. So this would be 4 wide out here, I guess. No? Yeah, no. It would be 3. Yeah, 3. So I've got all this to fix. I've got the first level of dirt kind of up there. Let's see. Can we get in there? I don't know whether we can. Easily, anyway. Let's give it a shot. And there we are. Alright, so basically there's going to be water up here where this torch is. There'll be a dispenser facing up. Water will come out, and it'll flush all the mobs out to the end here. And the water will stop here, and the mobs will go down there. Now, the thing is, this can be as tall as I need it, but I think these walls are only going to be this big, because they're not going to be coming flying out of there missing these walls. If they do, then I'll have to figure something else. Probably add the walls up higher or something. Not sure yet, but I don't see that being a problem. And then once they get washed down there, they get washed down here. And the water line, whoop, got a skelly. One hit, he'll probably die. If I can hit him, there we go. The water will hit this portal just perfectly and stop. So that means anything getting washed down here will go straight into the portals and go into the nether. And then, like I say, in the nether I'll have another portal with the 2-block drop down onto some of those lava bricks. And that'll take care of those guys. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start moving these walls back and then put this water in. So that'll take me... it'll probably take you a second or two before I come back, but it'll be, I'm thinking, a couple hours for me. So let me get at it. Alright, here we are. I've got the walls moved out, and I've actually got a few floors in now, and they are up and running. You can see I've got water on this level, not on that level, water on that level, and not on this level, and then there's the next level there, which I was just starting. It works great as far as how it's working, but I have not gotten one passive mob to spawn on here yet. Now we've only got 4 levels, and squid shouldn't count for the passive mob cap. See, there you go. There's the water coming out there. And if you watch down here, this water will go away, that one will show up, and that one will go away. So see, it's working perfectly. That's exactly how it should work. I do need to get the lights up on this level so that... Oh, it looks like I missed a couple right through there, too. Anyway, too much water on there will turn the grass to dirt, and nothing will spawn. It needs to be grass. So I'll have to work on that. But like I say, we've been getting squid spawning and been getting a lot of ink sacs, but we haven't gotten one passive mob yet. Now, most of the hostile mobs have stopped spawning. I get a few up here occasionally when I'm up here, but down there, there's usually not any. There might be some that'll spawn right in there, but yeah. So here you go, watching it change again. So it's about every 70 seconds or so, I think it changes. So yeah, I mean, everything works great. I mean, I can bring this up another 10, 12, 20 layers if I want to. But if it's not going to spawn any passive mobs, it's useless. So yeah, I mean, this great epic looking place, and it's doing nothing. Anyway, let's go over here. It's going to get loud here for a second. And they're gone now. Everything's gone. It does spawn pigmen in there, but that doesn't hurt anything. Now I need to pick up those drops, right? Well, what I can do is come over here and hit this button. You can see down here, there goes the cart. And it's picking up all the slimes. And there's probably not too many. It'll be able to pick them all up. Yep, looks like it did. Okay, let's go get these... I don't know where these come from. I don't hit those guys all the time, but I keep getting little experience orbs. Let's see, I think he's already over here. Now you can see I've been using it, and it's been doing nothing but slime. Now, before I started putting the lights in, I was getting other stuff. So I was getting, you know, all the other mobs and stuff. But since I put the lights in, especially putting levels on top of other levels, that has kind of slowed this down tremendously, which is good. I think the fours, the big guys, can't spawn with the levels as low as they are. So, works great. That little area over there took me a little while. It's just disappointing that I haven't seen... if I saw a rabbit or you know, even a cow or one pig, or if I could fly. There we go. Yeah, it's really laggy when it's shifting. And you can see the grass isn't turning here, because there's no lights above it. Apparently, when it's covered with water, light sources won't keep grass as grass. It has to be out of the water, which would be the level above it. So when the next level comes in, so like this would be, let's see, got these and these. It would be here, here, and that. And then here, 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 and here. Yep. So that'll keep this green now. Oh, one other thing. You can see I can barely move in this. And you may have noticed it when I went into my inventory. But look at my gear real quick. Here, I'll switch it over real quick. Check out my gear. Yeah, I've got blech for gear. And the reason is, I got caught in some lava and died, lost all my gear, and haven't geared up yet. I've been working on this thing because it's been going really well. I mean, this goes up great. I mean, this is oh, it's fantastic. I love the stairs. I love the stairs all the way around. I wanted to put you know, like I say, the piston door right here on all four sides to be able to go down below. Build this thing up 10, 15 levels, maybe. I don't know, that lag's pretty serious when that water switches out. Here it comes again. So you can see how laggy it is. I don't even know whether it'll... Yeah, 21 frames a second. Now it's starting to go up. Now I'm back up to 60. 60 is what I normally sit at. Well, there's 32. It's only when I'm looking this way. Over here I get 60. Maybe I'll just look this way. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so there's my update. I'm going to continue to probably put a few more floors on this. And if I don't get any more spawns... And there he goes. Ready, and... Oh, he's fighting it. He's fighting it. He'll eventually get sucked up there. Come on. There you go. Boom. He's gone. Alright. I'm going to continue to put on some floors here. But if I don't start getting any kind of passive mobs here soon, I'm going to have to rethink this whole thing. And like I say, more than likely what I'll do is I'll just end up taking all the lights out and making it a hostile mob farm. And that's going to kind of suck because I already have a really good one and a lot closer to the base. But maybe I could put something else in here. I don't know yet. Yeah, I did find out that Nimbomb MC did another video after this, which was of a better model than this. And then he really dug into the code and found out how passive mob farming worked, or how passive mobs spawned, and was able to build a farm from that, which is apparently incredibly, insanely good. And it's probably a tenth the area, the surface area of this thing. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get back at it, and if I see a spawn mob, if I see a mob spawn, a passive mob, I'll jump on and show you guys, and I'll be happy with that. But at the moment, there's nothing. Let me go check the nether again real quick, just to make sure. And yeah, doesn't look like anything. Alrighty then. Well, let me pick up these slime balls here and we'll get back at it. Hey guys, I've got 5 levels on now. Everything is green. I did shut the water off just to cause more spawns if possible. And I did go through the video that I had already recorded, and it sounds really depressing. I actually cut about half of it out, and it just sounded like, oh, woe is me, this sucks so bad, and I'm so terrible, and this is horrible, and life is going to end, and that's not it at all. I'm disappointed that it's not working, and it is not working. I've left it like this for probably 6 hours now. I've AFK'd up here. I made me a little AFK platform. As you can see, I did take out all of the other surrounding stone that I had above here, because it was going to come out anyway. I just figured since this wasn't working, I'd do something. So I got all of the stone out of there, and I've been just sitting here watching this. I'd go over to the nether occasionally. There's usually quite a few slimes over there, but nothing else at all. Not one passive mob spawn at all, and I don't understand it. And these shadows here, I don't get that either. That's since I took the top part out, the stone that I had up above here, I started getting shadows. I didn't know what that was about at all. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this just isn't working, and I don't know why. So I might contact Nimbomb MC and see if he can tell me. As you know, my spawn chunks are covered in carpet completely. I do have mob farms there. Do villagers count as passive mobs? I don't think so, because they don't randomly spawn. What else is in that chunk? Iron golems, they burn up pretty quickly. so I wouldn't think that should matter. The caves down below shouldn't matter because those are hostile mobs, not passive mobs. Maybe what I'll do is go and check out the... I don't even know. Maybe I'll check out the caves down below and see if there's passive mobs spawning down there, and maybe light the caves up too. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that'll make a difference at all. But yeah, I don't get it. This should be working. Even the occasional sheep here and there, or cow, or pig, or something. One, with all the levels that I have here. Now, granted, some of that land out there is beach and ocean and stuff. It's not all plains biomes. There's plains and I think a mixture of forest in there. That may have something to do with it, but I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and probably stop working on this for now until I can figure out what's going on with it. I do have some other projects that I want to do, and I'm probably going to start doing that. Now, I'll let you know what's going on. And I did try to record this without the rain. As soon as I started to hit record, it started raining. So, there's just no winning, I tell you. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up 2 new series. One of them was created by a fellow by the name of Helka Homba. And he has created a sideways world. And it's called the Sideways World Challenge. Now, if you think of this space here that I have here, imagine if you took the whole... Oh, how do I even describe it? From bedrock up to, sky limit, and flipped it on its side. So that, say this here is the side. Then he took another section and put it on this, so this is the side, and another section he put here, and another section he put here. So basically, it's surrounded on the outside by bedrock. And then there's just void in the middle. And there's a little tower in the middle that has some pillars you got to get. You've got to find all the blocks to make this pillar to go up, and the challenge is to eventually go into the end and beat the Nether Dragon. That's the challenge. But you have to get all of those blocks first in a sideways world. And it is crazy hard. I watched him as he was doing his series, and there were times where I would almost scream out loud. Oh my God, it was just so different. You wouldn't think it would be so much harder, but just watching him, it's just crazy. And you always have the potential of removing a block and falling into the void. That's always there. So I'm going to start that series. I already got permission from Helka Homba to make a series out of it myself, with credit due. I'll basically link to his sets of videos. I think it took him 27 episodes to kill the Ender Dragon. I think it's going to take me longer. I think it will. I don't know why, but it looks incredibly hard. And it looks fun. It's incredibly fun looking. So I'm going to try that. That's going to be a new series, the Sideways World Challenge. Also, I'm going to be starting to put up some videos that are just quick tips to help people out. I've noticed even some of the bigger YouTubers don't know some of these things. And it's not like I know anything special. It's just I don't think it's ever been put out there. Like my sword here. My sword, this one has 6 enchants. And you can get 7 on there. I normally put 4 on my pickaxes and my shovels. And I lost my axe when I fell in the lava, when I lost all my gear. But I think the axe, has 5. And then there's this power bow, which also has 6. Now, you can't do this anymore because you can't have infinity and mending on the same bow. They changed that rule. When was that? In 1.11, I believe? Maybe it was 1.12. I don't remember now. One of the two. But you can't have them both on there. I have several that have infinity and mending. So this series will have this because I've created them beforehand. But going forward, I won't have that. You either have to have infinity or you have mending. You can't have both. So my new series that I'm going to start is just basically giving you OP gear. You know, this sword is pretty close. All it's missing is Unbreaking 3. So if I got, and it's too expensive now. I put something on there that caused it not to be able to add the Unbreaking 3. It made it too expensive, so I couldn't do it. And then with my axe, I always put Smite on my axe. What is it? Smite 5, I believe, on my axe. And that way I can kill zombie pigmen with one hit. And you don't aggro any of the others. So if you've got 10 zombie pigmen all nearby, you can clobber them once at a time, and all the others don't aggro. So that's pretty awesome too. So it's just going to be something like that. It's going to be just giving you tips about what kind of gear is best and for the different things that you're doing. Hopefully I know what I'm talking about. I've been pretty much trying to make all my gear OP as I could. And I see a lot of the other guys don't. I see a lot of the, even the big YouTubers. There was one instance I remember where a YouTuber had a wither skeleton skull, and it accidentally got picked up by a zombie pigman. And he absolutely had no idea how to kill this pigman without aggroing all the other pigmen. And if he'd have had a Smite 5 axe, he could have just hit him, got his head back, and moved on. But they went through a big rigmarole of making this machine, and you know, I think they finally suffocated him in stone and stuff. And it's like, no, Smite 5 on an axe. You got it. That's it. So I'm going to make that series too. Those will probably be short videos, maybe 10, 15 minutes each. Maybe a little longer, I'm not sure. With the Sideways World Challenge, I'm thinking about making it 25 minutes and probably no editing. Just straight up video. Here you go. There's no editing in this at all. And that's why I think my serials will be a lot longer than Helka Homba's. Because if I don't do any editing and I only play for 25 minutes, 20, 25, I'm not sure yet. I might make it 20. It's going to take me a lot longer to get stuff done. I'm not going to be doing stuff off screen. So, anyway, with all that said, I'm sorry that the first part of this video sounded very depressing. It kind of depressed me just listening to it, so I apologize for that. It's not that at all. I've got all this work into this thing, and it's just not working. There's not one mob spawning. I mean, we've been standing here for a good 5-10 minutes, you know, and there's nothing in here other than slimes. There's just nothing. So what's all that about? I have no idea. I really don't know. But one of the things I was doing, you can see right here, I've been kind of going around smoothing out the edges and slowly bringing them down. And I think that looks really cool because you can see even the distant mountains. You know, I think that looks great from in here. You can look out, not standing right in front of a light there, but you can look out and you can see the other mountains off in the distance there, and I think that's great. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode. I might come back in here and add another 5 or 10 more layers and just leave them like this and just, you know, no water running at all and see if anything ever spawns. Maybe I just don't have enough spawning spaces for the amount of passive mob, what is it, algorithm spawning, however that works. I don't know. I don't know. It's totally confusing me and I have no idea. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode. It's been a lot of fun, and I have had a lot of deaths, and it's been really depressing for me, and I'm over it. It's not really that depressing. I mean, it is just a game. Come on, just a game. But I did a lot of work here, and I don't want to waste it. That's the biggest problem. You know, this thing is epic. I love this space. It's just epic. You know, and then doing the ocean, so that there's nothing holding it back, and it's just sitting there like that. I love it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode, and look forward to a couple of new series coming up. Oh, one other thing is, I'll probably be only putting out one episode a week. So I'll be alternating between this, the Sideways World Challenge, and the other series, which I haven't really come up with a name for that one yet. But it'll probably be 1 episode a week. If I'm lucky, it might be 2. But I'm putting in a lot of time, and I'm not really getting a lot of benefit out of it. I don't get any views for the most part, and that's, you know, probably my fault. It's all content, right? I mean, it's all content driven, and that's okay. I mean, I got to get better somehow, right? So I figure with a few new series, that might help do it. And the Sideways World Challenge is just going to be so much fun. I've been looking forward to getting to it, and I just didn't know where I was going to start. So anyway, before that slime on the other side of the dirt there sees me, I am going to say see you guys all next time. Bye.